Hi there, it's Catherine. I am Catherine Sayo, and I am the founder and CEO of Lipedema Project and Lipedema Simplified. And I'm here for my weekly reflections vlog. They call it a video log. I started doing it some months ago, and I have to say, I have loved doing it. So I'm so glad to be here with you today. So last week, I was having computer problems. And actually, what ended up happening is I got a new computer. So I'm on my new computer. And last week, they called me to tell me that it was ready, and I was like bolting to the Apple store. And so I missed my 11:30 time, which I've never done yet, and hopefully not again. Um, but I was able to do a quick hi from the Apple store with the Apple Genius. They call them geniuses. They are too, really amazing. So I still have one more trip to the Apple store because it's not everything's not quite working right. But anyway, hi. I'm so glad to be here today. It's been a really fascinating journey, which is why I call it Wow, What a Ride, because every week, every day, it's a different adventure. So let me share with you because I'm always a little cautious about sharing it because I feel like I'm in the midst of it. But a very dear friend of mine, who is actually one of my neighbors, she is such a heart centered, wonderful, wonderful woman. And she teaches, we teach along the same lines, except what she teaches is something called body peace. How do you move from body hatred to body love, or at least body acceptance and body self compassion? And that is something I have been working on for my entire life. If you can relate to this, please let me know so I'm not the only one. And you feel free to put a chat, put something in the chat. But most of my life, and I'm as you know, because I say it, I'm 73 years old. Most of all these years, I've been trying to find a place of peace with my body. Way before I had or knew I have lipedema or lymphedema. I have both. And I struggled with weight and obesity, which I think as the more I learn about it, the more I realize how much the obesity and the lipedema are there's a connection. It's not so random. So, in other words, it's not only because I overate. Let me clearly say I did overeat. I'm a foodie. I'm still a foodie. I love my food, but there were so many times when I think of all the years um, that I struggled and did every food plan under the sun and tried to make everything work. And underlying it all was this underlying feeling like I had to force my body to do what it was supposed to do. Um, Hi, Gail and Rebecca and Julie and Marilee. Thank you so much for being here this morning. So I started this. I've talked numerous times. I'm in a 12-step program, Overeaters Anonymous, which is a blessing, still a blessing. And um, at 73, postmenopausal, having done OA version of low carbohydrate for almost 35 years, whatever the reasons are, having exacerbated lipedema, lymphedema, I keep trying to lose weight. and I'm just not that successful at it. And I beat the crap out of myself. um, you know, they say you teach what you most need to learn, and that is so true for me. The way that my brain and my image works is there's a constant committee undercurrent. All of us have some form of that. But mine is, oh, wait, there's tears. um, you know, it always comes up with me being upset with myself because of what I'm eating, what I'm not eating, the weight I'm losing or not losing, or, there's just a almost continuous litany about this. And so I started out by talking about Nina. Well, I was scheduled to go on a retreat with Nina. It was going to be a week, 5 days, I think a week in Florida in April. I signed up for it last fall. I think I signed up for it in like October or November last year. Ready to go, my ticket, everything. The day I was supposed to leave on Saturday morning. On Friday, I was diagnosed with COVID and just collapsed. Just couldn't do it. And I'm a person who keeps looking for shortcuts. I'm a type A. I like to do everything quickly. I um and so my idea was I was going to do this retreat, and at the end of a week I will have reached body peace. This is after 73 years of battling and having a war zone, that I would just get there. And it's funny because I now look back and I see, oh my God. So to make a long story short, I've just joined a mastermind group with Nina as a participant. Um, and it's a year-long program, and in only a couple months. No, it hasn't even been that. I think it's been about a month. I've started to experience a new level of gentleness around these issues. I've also been working with our community for years now, and I've taught about this, and yet no matter how deep that I go personally, I just see this incredible war zone around where I live. I live here in this body. This is where I live. This is my address for this lifetime, you know? And I started to open. I, I just, so there's a practice that I did many, many years ago. It was very, very powerful. And of course, I didn't keep doing it. So now I reintroduced it into my practices, which is just simply when that thought comes up, when that thought that says, you know, you're fat, you're ugly, it's your fault, you're doing something wrong. Oh my God, my legs are growing postmenopausal. And with all the hormonal changes, I'll tell you, my legs have a mind of their own. Um, it's just to open my heart. Sounds so simple, and it is. It's just when those thoughts come, I find myself now saying, I open my heart to that thought. Welcome. And it goes away. and it starts to dissolve. And so I've been finding I had a hard day yesterday. I the past couple days I haven't been feeling all that well, and so I just and my hard day was I I ate more than I wanted, and um we talk about this when we talk about keto, but nuts and seeds are not good because many of us find it very difficult to limit it. So anyway, I ate more. What did I eat? Sunflower seeds. I ate more sunflower seeds than I wanted. And usually I would be upset with myself for that. And instead, I found myself being gentle, being kind, and saying, you know, this is part of the process. And I also feel like, you know, how pro community I am. I'm just like, I believe that that's at the core of everything is that I have my community. So I can share that this is the process. So I share the process with you and we'll see where it goes. Um, I am so excited about our October symposium. You can't sign up yet. We have not opened it up, but I am saying that we are working behind the scenes. We are expecting an amazing we have so many new people who are coming in. So it's designed for whether you're brand new to lipedema, whether you know a lot about it, wherever you are on a spectrum, you'll get a lot of value. And that's October 21, 22, and 23. I just want to shout out. Um, I'm going to read what Karen wrote. I'm actually going to show it. It says, I had to come on and say thank you for spreading awareness. The other day on a social media site, a woman posted a photo of herself in a bathing suit. She obviously had lipedema. The comments were horrendous. She's wearing a fat suit. It's fake. It's Photoshop. Luckily, someone posted she has lipedema. Thank you, Karen. I have goosebumps. The reason why I posted that is that's why we do the work that we do. I spent a lifetime beating myself up, doing everything under the sun, thinking that it was my fault. And we're really in the process of separating from that inner critic. It's not even separating it. I think in some way it's opening my heart and welcoming even that, because that's part of this whole wow, what a ride process. So let me go back and say the event in October is going to be spectacular. We are hiring some people in to help produce it. It's going to be um, very interactive. We have opportunities for people to talk within small groups throughout the entire 3 days. We have some of the top speakers on lipedema and lymphedema in the world coming. We have Dr. Faber from Germany and Dr. Roxon from here in the US and many more. So it's something you just don't want to miss. And so please stay tuned. We'll be sending out announcements. What else for today? Today, I just want to say that I love you. I, I can't imagine going through this process alone, um, which is why I didn't. When I started it back in 2011, it's over 10 years ago. I just had to find like-minded people. I knew I had to find, I call them my tribe, but I knew I had to find my tribe. And the other thing I just want to say, because this just thrills me, When I started my journey, there were amazing women literally all over the world, and we just were helping each other. Michelle Ellis from the UK started the Lipedema Ladies. Suzanne Evans and Sherry Fetzer started Lipedema UK. Suzanne founded it, and Sherry worked with Suzanne hand in hand and is now the chair. And they work throughout the UK, and they've done amazing work. Nola Young in Australia. It was one of the first groups that I belonged to. Sarah Naramore, she started the US group, the Lipedema Sisters on Facebook. Patty Cornuti, who started Lipedema Fitness. Joanna Dudek in Poland, who started her research and understanding lipedema. And of course, Tilly Schmidt. Tilly put up the first information about lipedema, and she's from the Netherlands. I'm sure there are people that I'm missing. There are newer folks who've come on board. Alexa Fig has been working with folks in South America, and Fiona O'Brien from New Zealand. It's amazing. And it's a grassroots movement that we've all started in our countries in order to raise awareness. So that's the thing I wanted to give a shout out, because we're going to be, shh, we have big surprises for them, each one of them, and as a group at the event. Shh. Here I am on Facebook. Shh. Let's see. Most people don't get this far, so they probably won't hear this. But we have some big surprises planned to acknowledge them. And of course, Dr. Smith. It was Dr. Smith who invested $500,000 in a grassroots movement in order to move and increase awareness about lipedema. All right, ladies. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And have a wonderful week this week. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. And in between, we have all kinds of events this week. So I hope you're part of our community. And if not, make sure you sign up for our email list and come join us. A lot of our stuff is free. There is paid stuff, but a lot you can do for free. Bye.